Oh, grapefruit, dear grapefruit, I love you. This is your favorite movie. And now they're like, oh, he's not bad at all. He's the nicest kid we've ever met. Oh my God, how did we do this to him? And only they know, because that's a secret to me too. I mean, I thought it was because I was black, but no, it's because I was molested by Steve Martin. All that aside, well, I gotta pause now. I gotta check in with Steve.
Let's dance.
I don't know how.
Oh, it's easy. Now, just put your feet on top of mine. That's how kids learn how to dance. See? Try with your own feet.
All of me, can't you see I'm no good without you? Take my lips, I want to lose them. Take my arms, I'll never use them. Your goodbye left me with eyes that cry. How can I go on, dear, without you? You took the part that once was my heart. So why not take all of me? Why not take all of me? Take all of me. Can't you see I'm no good without my lips, I want to lose them, and take my arms, I'll never use them. Your goodbye left me with eyes that cry. How can I go on, dear, without you? You took the part that was my heart. So why not, 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 why not take all of me? Why not take all of me, baby? Why not take all of me? Why not take all of me?
Okay, Steve says he's not happy because I can't hear him. What is he, that fucking old?
3, 2, 1, ignition.
Jack.
Paladin!
Astronaut. Exposed to inappropriate levels of solar energy.
Sunlight makes him the world's smartest man.
I know everything!
I want that brain taken out.
Heat Vision, the motorcycle with the mind of Jack's unemployed roommate. Together they run for their lives, blocked at every turn by adventure.
Move out, don't mess around. Move out, you bring me down. Move out, I forget about, don't make the sound, just move out.
Now let's just power for real.
Hi, it's Jack. I'm a star. I missed you too. So I haven't been able to do my usual thing lately because reasons up to and including I haven't really known what the fuck is going on, which is awkward for a master of divination to admit. I mean, it either means that I'm bad at divination or I'm lazy at finding out important stuff. But a lot of times I just don't want to spoil things for myself. I don't want to ruin the mystery and piercing the enigma of every question in life. It's not really to my benefit. Truly, ignorance is bliss. And learning what questions not to ask is pretty much the first subject they teach you at divination school. Okay, I love this reader. I don't know who they are. I don't know who any of these people are. Not a clue. And when I watch these videos on YouTube, they're generally sent to everybody. They're done as a general reading, which makes it impossible to take everything they say literally. So I do it anyway, because I'm just that much of a baller. Okay, so I woke up. This is pretty cool. I don't usually wake up and immediately feel good about myself, but I have cigarettes, so I can fake it. There's a bunch of them. They're all fucking losing their fucking shit. I was getting weekly payments, so I don't know about monthly payments. And then there's all this investigation into stuff that usually is never investigated. And then at the same time as that, there's a whole bunch of fraud and World War III type shit that's all been going on for years. And it's usually sub rosa, and nobody pays attention to the path that the sausage makes through the factory. But because of all this Epstein shit, and because of my sweetie and my sweetie's, I'm going to say friends, and because of this asshole who tried to fuck it all up, things are real complicated. Okay, so even though it looks bad where I'm at, it has to, because otherwise it's too obvious what's going on. Like Charlie is always listening, and there's lots of people who are trying to figure out, okay, where's this, where's that, what did you do? And there's also stuff that has to happen in the world, because the world is his name's Billy Corrigan, by the way. Okay, so I don't know, they're going to be talking about a predator in this video. I don't know who exactly that is, and I don't need to know. I don't need to know who the predator is, mostly because we're all predators in my family. Rawr. Yeah, so a bunch of crimes were committed against me because the word from on high was to extinguish me, and that's part of it's like hazing, but more permanent. And for years now, I've been the focus of various things that are meant to kill a normal person, and they do, and they're supposed to because it's war. And some of these traditions go back hundreds of years, and I don't want to say that it's no big deal, because it's a huge deal. And the fact that I'm immune to all this shit, it's pretty cool, actually. And even though it's usually the case where they just keep on working the problem until they find a firing solution that works, I'm hoping that the people who are in charge, and there are people in charge, I'm hoping that there's a bit of a trickle-down effect where they stop ordering my sweetie's family to murderate me, and that they stop trying to turn me into soup for a while. I don't want to be soup today. Tomorrow's not looking good either, because they're all hackers. Hi. They all know all kinds of whoop ass cool technology that I don't get to know about. I'm a civilian. I'm just a paladin. Fuck, I don't know how to reach into phones and flip all the switches. They all do, and it looks like, to investigators, it looks like there's been crimes committed, and fuck, there probably have been. And then those are mostly not really crimes because it's complicated, but the reasons why it's complicated can't really be divulged in open court because ways and means, and because secrets, and because until fairly recently nobody was really sure what they were going to do with the batshit crazy immortal paladin on a mission from God who can't be questioned, argued with, reasoned with, bought, or made to forget his sweetie. Hi, Grapefruit, I love you. Trust litigations. I didn't. Okay, so I didn't hire an attorney. I was thinking about it, but whatever. And then attorneys do get hired because people who are in charge of the special needs apparatus in the legal system, they have a fiduciary responsibility to track down money that's been taken from the trust. And that could get complicated real fast since everything I own has been stolen, and the house I'm residing in has been vandalized pretty heavy at the same time as a clandestine forensic investigation was going on, and as well, a number of items of power have been dug up from the ground and moved to a new location, and I don't know where, but I live there too.
Official could be connected to tracking your vehicle.
Which one? 7 vehicles gone.
Cash out payments is significant here. Monthly payments, cash out payments. Okay. Therefore, they know how to work the system. This could be somebody's son here. That's significant here. To be in a
Somebody's son knows how to work the system. Hey, dude. Hey. How's your sister? You better fucking follow me. Make sure none of these fucking idiots fucking runs me over.
Your copycat is in the same community, maybe next door, or a few houses down, or in your same community collecting.
Yeah, so this house, they haven't just taken my father's ashes. They've taken the stone bird bath. They've taken 5 PlayStations. They've taken my baby photos. Okay, so somewhere within a stone's throw distance, I bet you, it can't be too far. Somewhere they've taken everything and they've created a new house with all the stuff. But it's not the same land. It's on some other pile of goo. All right, because some of the things can't be moved. A lot of them can be, but not all of them. And because I haven't died or given up or cheated on my spouse, hi, sweetie. Because I haven't broken my covenant, it's resulted in some peculiar manifestations of hyperdimensional reality in ways that I'm not really equipped to go into, other than to say it's awesome. So fucking cool.
In 18 months, somebody here gonna be in federal prison, long game karma.
Okay. So I'm making this video mostly. I'm not making a video. I'm speaking in response to a video that's already made. I want to say that if 18 months is all this guy's going to get, fuck it. Okay, number 1, he can do that standing on his head. Number 2, after a few weeks, they just move him out the back. Number 3, 18 months. That's not bad. That's really not bad at all. It'll show up on his record, but the thing about breaking federal law and creating a huge paper trail and doing it because of their allegiance to Dark Lord Satan and their belief that they needed to do it, they got this twisted idea of revenge. They might have gone a little too far with some of the fraud, and then some of the things done to me are appropriate, and then some of them aren't, and then super secret judges are going to handle that in super secret places. Not like a Star Chamber, I don't think, but they may have to go to Guantanamo because my sweetie is a big deal, and there was a whole bunch of stuff that happened, and if I talk about it too much, they really will kill me.
Fears say, somebody hide money in different accounts. All right.
So some guy,
January, February, March,
some guy who thought that I was going to be dead, stole all my shit and then saved it, and then he's going to.
Somebody trying to figure out what they're going to under your name.
Yeah, I bet.
What else?
This is exciting, isn't it?
Someone allowed people to come into the bank and pull money from the account with your name on it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Funny thing about trust law, I trust the trustee, and then the trustee trusts people, and then they all work in this interconnected web of moving money around from shell account to shell account, and it's supposed to work flawlessly, and it does. And when investigators come later and start nosing around and poking in their shit into things, it can look really messy, like really messy. And this situation is no different. And several somebodies who attempted to exploit the system for their own benefit were either partially allowed to, or were misled, or did so maliciously because they hated me. I don't blame them. They're pretty jealous of me, since I'm not a conquered member of a subjugated people. So I don't have to go to work, right? I mean, they do. I mean, why should I work? That's what I have them for. To be fair, they're probably better at using my information than I am.
This has something to do with trust. Somebody losing everything.
People with a credit card debt can be thankful for this. Something called
oh yeah, and on top of this, all the credit card companies that are involved, they don't want to eat the cost for all this. And usually the CIA just makes Chase Manhattan just fucking front the bill. But all that can't happen these days, because they got to trace down all the malfeasance that happened in certain things with all this Epstein shit. It's a real mess. It's real messy.
Hacking accounts here. There could have been a court case that went on.
Yeah, there could have been.
They had a meeting and somebody got exposed in the meeting. Public accountability. Or this is something that's going to take place. Okay?
Oh, God, it's got to be the best game of fucking hopscotch ever.
Evidence. They don't talk about evidence.
Take a look at this man. You've seen him before. He used to be one of our best CIA agents.
I could make a run for it, you know. Come on, Yaskov. You running, me chasing you, we'd look like Laurel and Hardy.
And this woman, another familiar face. Her sharp tongue.
Oh, where have you been, you old goat?
And her quick wit.
You're insane.
Made her a doggone good spy. But now, these two are wanted all over the world for threatening to sing about every secret they know.
The pilot says that a guy that looked like him crossed over into Switzerland a couple of days ago singing The Barber of Seville.
Walter Matthau and Glenda Jackson are playing a game called
Hopscotch. Good title.
And from tall orders in Washington.
I thought you were taller. I don't remember you being this short. How'd you get so short?
High stakes in Salzburg.
How much can you afford to lose?
And fireworks in Savannah.
This is the FBI. We've got you surrounded. Shoot, Ross. 8,000 pains and you hit one of them.
They tie the CIA at nuts.
Joe Cutter is tied to a chair in his room. You'd better cut him loose.
Who is this?
This is Eleanor Roosevelt.
They run rings around the FBI and take the Kremlin for a ride by keeping one jump ahead of everyone.
He is back in London. And you fly us to Martinique.
Bermuda?
The hideout in my house. I need your help.
Oh, no. No, I'm very sorry, no. Don't look at me like that, no.
Walter Matthau.
I'd like to charter a seaplane. Can I have my clip back, please?
Glenda Jackson.
You need a scorecard to know who the players are. Even then, it's fuzzy.
Herbert Lom. Sam Waterston. And Ned Beatty.
This is a mistake!
In Hopscotch.
I'm going to tell the truth.
Oh, it's a work of fiction. Oh.
Nobody's had this much fun since the days they made house calls.
I'm just trying to have some fun.
We are both mad. Mad, gone.
Bad.
Bad.
Evidence of kickbacks, somebody receiving payments in exchange for directing money, business, or something here to another account or person.
Oh, God. I'm sure they're having just a fucking time of their lives.
A real estate could be significant to this situation as well. A real estate company going down. Somebody on your mother's side is significant.
I hope so.
Somebody renting out your shit.
Yeah.
Somebody angry. Could be multiple people that's angry because of evidence again. It
could be multiple. No, there's definitely multiple people that are angry because a lot of them feel like they got led into a trap because they did. That's why they call it a trap house. Well,
outburst in court will lead to contempt. Okay. Someone is living in your house.
Yeah, no kidding.
These people that's lying about not knowing about these, they're lying. They know.
Shout out to my housemate. He's kind of going through a real hard detox, and I feel for the guy. And then he's a hero. He probably didn't think he would be like this, but then again, so did I. Not think it would be like this. And then I don't hate the guy. There's these three. There's these three FBI agents that ostensibly are living down in a trailer down by the river, and occasionally they say things to me like, "You should get rid of that guy. You should call up your trustee. You should do this. You should do this." And I'm like, "Well, I'm not telling them what to do," but then they're corrupt and they're FBI, so they don't know shit. That's why they investigate, and then when they find out what's going on, they either get to do nothing or they get to kill you and take your stuff. That's how the FBI works. That's the FBI. God bless you, Hoover. Fuck you.
No. New laws gonna be written behind your situation.
Yeah, no kidding. This whole fucking thing has been a litmus test for spooky behavior. And in spite of how tasty of a morsel I might be to look like I'm going to be consumed, I was here first. This is my plan. I was trusting this plan before you fucking heard of it. So some people are just going to have to learn to live with less, and to see me wandering around, probably getting famous. I don't know. I'm willing to not be famous. I kind of just want to hug in a bathtub. I don't know what that is, but
yeah, someone has your personal information.
Someone, this whole fucking team.
What else do you want? What else?
I'll hear about it later. I don't want to know too much, really. Oh.
Anything else you want to get a collective on the situation here? Or someone, this could be about a child or children, an inheritance, or trust, or something like that. Your child or children, or somebody else is involved in this here some type of way. Okay?
Seriously.
A daughter energy significant. This can even be going back to your childhood collective. Somebody targeting you for your inheritance or your trust. Okay?
I think, I'm not clear on this, but I think there's a bunch of people who have grown up knowing that I'm slated to be sacrificed and they get to take all my stuff. And then that hasn't happened yet, and the notion that I've got a 500-year contract as a sorcerer has probably not sit well with most of them, since they were figuring that they were going to grind my bones to make their bread by now. But it's looking like that's not going to happen anytime soon, and I'm sure a number of them are kind of disappointed. Hi, fellows. Hi, kids. Yeah, just get used to Jackstar. Sorry, Destroyer of Dreams. I know that's why I'm Destroyer of Dreams, because you had dreams, and I've destroyed them simply by staying alive. Ha 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 ha. Now, the reason for the wait and what the wait is all about, I kind of know what that is because of a message I got before I started doing this, which is why I'm doing this, so that I can indicate to my clandestine partners that I'm not completely batshit insane. I just see the situation from a different perspective that comes about from having died and gone to heaven and come back as a paladin on a mission from God, which of course sounds like bullshit. That's why it's awesome.
Somebody here wants forgiveness. Something gonna happen at the perfect time here, where the situation gonna be worked out. Okay? That's a yes. Listen to your intuition. Okay?
My money.
In the next few weeks for somebody's situation. Okay? Remain positive, collective.
This is Jackstar on Barnes. No shame, but quite a lot of fascinatingly odious and constrictive, punitive and punishing desires to have pugilists turn into plowshare artists. Someone was asking me, "Do you ever do any hard physical labor?" And I was like, not wanting to say how much effort it was to stand there and put up with this garbage. But I mean, a lot of things have to be done. I haven't been a lineman before, but I've seen one of the trucks with the kind of guys who do the work that like Art Bell did when he was calling up telephone poles and falling down. There's a down power cable over across the street, and some guy showed up to take care of it. I'm not sure who is organizing the work that they're doing here, but the installation is being brought up to mil spec. It's kind of a nice thing to see men working. Morning, sir.
How long did they finish this?
It was done when I got back, and then right before I left, they said it would be about a month or so, and I was gone for 6 weeks. Looks really nice. I like it.
Yeah, no, I gotta get a crew and we'll get this old line out of here and everything placed back up.
Oh yeah, I realized. Yeah, they had to do that because it went under there. Is that the optic cable?
This is yeah, it's old school telephone.
I don't know if you can tell me. Is there a way to get a connection node up to the house from across that?
It's internet telephone, but it's not fiber optic. Yeah.
Oh, so it would work, but not the big T1 thing.
It's not like it's not super fast.
I wouldn't want it to be.
Yeah, you have a cross box right there, just Burma Road right there, and it feeds from there to here.
Someone messed that up a bit, and I don't know who, but I don't know if
yeah. So
it's supposed to be that way.
At one time, I'm sure it probably came down the pole underground. See, I don't know how it came because they had a bypass because it used to come underground here. But yeah, we could.
If there's an entrance to the underground,
they would fix it.
old
Yeah,
subterranean.
we'd have to. If you were to service, we'd have to.
Well, I was wondering if it was even possible because it was already militarized, and then that's not my business. And then at one point it was consecrated and done right, so it wouldn't be disturbed. And then it got disturbed. I don't know who cares about that right now, and I don't know what.
You have a phone box right there. I mean, you have a demarc point. Yeah, it's. It had phone service there at one time. I'm sure it could have phone service there again.
I don't know if there is any relationship between that one and the one over there, but I think that there was at times in the past ways that they could flip a switch and go boop, 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 and then one would go over there and one would go over there, and it's probably done like a bypass so that the guys over there can keep an eye on stuff over here because they got stuff going on here. That
they're gonna put fiber optics out here, but they haven't done it yet. This is just an old school. This right here is a strand. They have a fiber optic run, but I think it's for, I don't know, I guess maybe it's feeding down there, but this is just old school telephone in DSL. I think we offer like 20 meg service out of the crossbox.
I was guessing that somebody over down there had tapped into it to get service without being tracked.
Nah.
Well, there was a whole bunch of buildings over there that got removed at the same time as this, which is great because they need to be cleaned up. And there was some issue about where things were going, and then when they jerked that down, there was another one to the left of the mailbox, and it just disappeared. And none of that was my concern because my first question when I got here was, it said fiber optic cable buried. I was wondering if I could get a T3 line up to the anything, and then I realized that wasn't likely. And
the fiber optic they're talking about is buried.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, this used to be an old aerial line, and it cut across the street over there and went all the way down. And then there's even older buried line that used to come down here that was damaged before the earthquake or before the mountain blew.
I'm guessing that there's a line that goes
somewhere
down there and up to the house underneath that thing, and then I was hoping that somebody's going to take care of the issues with the house there and then put another one down. Somebody else decides all that. I don't know what they have budget for.
No, if they ordered a phone service, one of our guys would come out, they'd put a dig slip in and locate it, and if it needed a new one, they'd trench a new one in, whatever it needed, depending on what service is available.
I was thinking it might be that they were going to make this parcel to one into two, because it's like connected with one on some maps and on others.
Maybe, yeah.
And then it's currently got one, which means there's, in theory, is for both of them. And then I think if I had a choice, I'd want to have two so people could decide which was which and not get things confused. And I don't know if that's going to interfere with anybody's plans because I don't know what's the purpose of what they're doing.
Well, that temporary on the ground's feeding people pasture, so we got people that feed all out here, so there's service available. It's just limited,
Well, I would hope so.
Nothing great, but it's working. It's not bad.
Well, I usually use Starlink, and then
that's what I have too. It's nothing like Starlink.
I was curious if there was a internet node already there that I didn't have access to, and I didn't want to know if it was.
That'd be nice, yeah.
I think there's a dumb, but it's not my concern if there's a entrance under the platform up there. It looked like they were making a hollowed out landing area, and then they put. Well, anyway, it's.
This would be a good one for Starlink. You got some good coverage, but it still might reach out that way. But
yeah, that's all I need. I don't know how much longer I'm gonna be here.
Yeah.
And then I.
They just dropped the price down too again. It got cheap. It was they fluctuated all the time. It was like $1,000 just to on top of it. Now it's $250. You can buy month. It's crazy how much. I've had it for 4 years. I work for the phone company. It's better than anything we offer out in the woods. But
I got 2 of them in evidence for right now.
Yeah, this is just old school basic DSL copper landline. Everyone out here is 80 plus that has it. They want their old school phone line. But we do offer it. They do have DSL internet offer it. So it's available.
I didn't adjust those wires there, but
no worries.
I'm not worried. But
Pedestal. I'm 50. That thing's older than me.
I know, but it's hackable. I mean, I didn't, so I was wondering if somebody's using the house as a drop-off spot, in which case I don't mind.
Chances are when they come out here and they rent this line or put a new one in, we'll put a new pedestal in there right there to clean it up, make it pretty. Just looks kind of tacky.
I was curious how secure they are because I see them. I don't know if people rip them off to get parts out of it or to see if they can install unlawful taps, which is cool to do.
Yeah, well, this, like I said, somebody took the old cable finally. It's copper, man. They thieve it all the time.
Yeah, they had to rewrite it after the.
That whole section, that was a lot. It's thousands of pounds of copper if they want to strip it,
Red gold, man. It was nice. It was a big payoff for them. And
they got cameras out here. spots now on our main T1 line. This isn't one of them, but because we've had so many theft issues.
Yeah, and when I came out the first time when they did that, they made sure it was me. I'm the resident.
Oh yeah, no.
And I wouldn't. That's
it's near our substations and stuff like that. You know, where people go into and like it's like we got main copper feeders coming up.
A lot of railroad depot and stuff, and
just
so much wealth just lying around, like Armory Depot stuff.
Yeah.
And when I found that out, I was like, oh yeah, I won't be touching anything, sir. It's not mine. It's ours.
So yeah, if you want to order service, you can call CenturyLink and they would hook you up with a work order, and somebody would come out and do all the logistics of it. But I'm going to have a crew out here the next week or so, and they're going to make this all pretty since this road's done. They couldn't do it if I wasn't working service.
Well, I know of no service, so if there is one hacked in, rock over it or whatever they tell you to do. I don't have a concern or authority over it.
No worries.
No, I'm not.
Cool. All right. Well, sweet, dude. I'm going to head down the line and go yap at some customers who are upset. So, have a good day, man.
Good luck, sir. Thank you. I didn't mean to be too nosy, but the clearly meant to be completely clandestine and unobservable camouflage military base that I walk on, it will continue to be so. I mean, I'm not going to make it impossible to figure out what's going on because I've said enough already, but I'm not going to be in the future drawing a treasure map at all, because anybody who comes down here with the intent of scouting around and nosing around a military base that's right off I-5 a mile west of exit 52, Area 52, Best 52. I don't pick up or put down. I'm not into the stage of the business where that shit happens, although people assume that I must have been, and perhaps in a previous life I was. But ever since the washout and the read-in, best read-in, sweetie, I love you, oh, she says shut up, let's keep talking. Okay, so they put a new culvert and they did all kinds of stuff, and I'm not going to crawl into this. Oh, this is obviously a frogman chute where the guys can come in and move into the secret tunnel, and I'm not going to go poking around looking for spelunking efforts to the underground submarine bases and find a ride to Atlantis. I'm not doing that. I'll never do that. He lied. I'd have to be in astral form where I am a ephemeral frogman or something, because I don't want to get all muddy. And I don't want to trespass on a military base, and like it's so beautiful. It's like Oroville Dam, except even more destructive power, with a old tank road, and like I can just see where it was in the past built and used by military vehicles and such. And to this day, it's under their auspice and authority because it's in the easement area between the interstate and the rest of the world, where the military holds dominion sway. And they don't want hooligans and ruffians messing with U.S. military buried stuff, or nosy neighbors and civilians asking about, hey, what's that funny sulfurous odor coming from the cauldron? There's a whole bunch of things that have happened here in the past that are going to remain there, and I don't want to pick up and shake any tin cups and feel bones rattle in them, because they have been doing things this way for a long time, and I assume they continue to have this being U.S. military dominion property for a while, because there's so many fun things that the military does with access to space and dirt and ground. And usually military black sites aren't necessarily designated drop-off points for extraterrestrial visitors, but mine is. I'm the Lord of the Domain. I'm not gonna lie, I don't mean to sound too faggy or high, but this is the coolest fucking playground for anybody who knows what the fuck is going on. Except I'm 52 and I'm not going to play when there's a bunch of dudes with weapons capable of doing anything they want to me from a distance of 1,000 yards in any direction, up or down. They got stuff, and technically my house could be used as a halfway house home shelter for high value targets that need to be both protected and available to be instantly assassinated at a given time with the flick of a switch by military personnel, just in case. That kind of thing can happen. Like the president's daughter gets infected by a mooncalf virus, but makes it so that every alternate Thursday she turns into a tentacled cow hydra with a poissoir. Gucci branding, of course. I don't know exactly what that would mean, but in the mythological past where harpies and chimera Kylemira. Best the stuff that they can make and do in the island of Dr. Moreau nightmare world that exists somewhere. This entire installation was designed to be able to trap and contain such beasts without making them aware that they're being herded to a kill shoot. Like I said, Box Canyon, which my house was the place where I was persuaded to move everything in my life down to, and where I got to it is discovered there was no way out. Lock it in. And I was meant to be kill or be killed with my sweetie, who had got turned into a and yeah, that was like an oubliette with a jack-in-the-box inside. Imagine a mongoose and a cobra thrown into a kitty cat cage with a barrel of kitty litter dumped on top, shake it up and down. And oh no, that was court. Hopefully that's not going to ever happen again to anybody, because it was a pretty much revolting and vile corruption of natural law and order. And not really necessary for me to endure, but probably for somebody. I certainly learned a lot, but maybe too much for me to be openly proud of having lived through it to tell the tale, since I've seen and chewed too much of stuff I don't really need to talk about anything ever again. And so I'm going to. So far, as long as I don't write it down and try to get the word out without having the military go over it with a redacting pen, I should probably be able to keep my tongue anywhere near a cluttered desk for quite a long time, since I have a lot of non-hazardous classified material to talk about in gobbledygook and limerick, if I'm allowed to do so, and if I'm cheerful enough to want to, and if I'm smart enough to know that there's no reason to dance on the razor's edge of saying too much shit, because they can push the censor button easy, and plenty of people who don't have the same kind of desire to see secrets stay secret and money stay where it's supposed to go. Adventure seekers and bounty hunters and scavengers, this is the kind of place where they like to see what they can get by poking around, and don't really mind risking getting caught, like junkie, rockhound, spelunkeers who like to get onto timber reservation land and go looking for precious metals and stones. Weyerhaeuser doesn't like that. They tend to frown on rogue gemologists looking for buried treasure without permission or at all. And I think at the moment the mineral rights for this area are administered by Weyerhaeuser. So if I went out in the backyard and I didn't have permission to start picking up big old blocks of diamond, platinum, cobalt, whatever the fuck, I'd get in trouble. It's bad enough that I'm looking around and getting smart. Too smart, but not Elizabeth smart. It's pretty bad in some respects. I think that man I was just talking to didn't care for most of the thrust of my questioning, since I know there's got to be some sort of cool base under the ground, and I knew that when they was excavating and preparing to rebuild the causeway over the washout, the color of the rock that was being dredged up and dropped off, it indicated there was a heavy precious metal soluble. It's kind of like it was a gold mine made out of melted mud, and there's a way to extract that from the ground. There's every possible way imaginable to get the color out of the ground that can feed the rapacious hunger of the mining industry. And here they seem to be doing a good job of doing it with industrial chemicals of a military nature under the auspice of the Department of the Interior, in ways that aren't at all obviously getting the color in a way that's going to give it to the right people, instead of pumping it up out of the ground and masquerading it as drinking water and having me boil my soup in it. I don't know who was doing that, but I think the whole system was breaking down around the time it was decided to be sold, leaving me with a money-making machine that no longer made anything but monkeys making honey. Not something that I was going to be doing anything with in any case, but something that was no longer a profitable enterprise for anybody dumb enough to try and do that. I don't know if anybody did, but the public works guys would have known what to do, right? Because they were all doing it on purpose. They had been following the protocol for the plan, whatever they do at this place. This has got an operation manual for this whole installation. It's a military base. There's instructions. I don't get to read them. It's bad enough I know they exist. Although the fact that I do know means that I'm reminded not to be doing anything stupid, like crossing into land that says no trespassing, unless there's a good reason, and not being too inquisitive as to the spot left behind when all these old, moldy, broken down trailers were somehow hauled away from the place that's on the other side of the highway. Basically, it's getting cleaned up in a real super fun way that doesn't have anything to do with me. I think I'm probably represented in the terms of the will or the real estate contract by some arcane real estate fashion that doesn't at all let me figure out without having somebody explain to me what the relationship between the lands of the living and the lands of the dead are and my ownership role in any of it is, because I'm certainly not responsible for any of the overages that have been done over the decades that hobos have been murdering meth out inside the culvert and making bathtub gin in the swamp. Like it's been a number of people of different types have been let loose in the environment the last few weeks, certainly. It's Smuggler's Cove. They'll do anything, and have. But the arrangement had become so odious and dysfunctional that around the time of the dropping of the first case against me during the ambush, people figured out that they had to clean things up much more than just shredding a few documents, and it's happily being adjusted. I mentioned this primarily because, hi Grapefruit, remember when I said, can you look into the company that's put down the sign that says buried optic cable, and I asked her if we could splice in a T3 line or something, and she didn't say, oh sweetie, we've got our own T line in the basement with our fusion ray or whatever. I mean, she didn't say that because I don't think she had a fusion ray. I think she was probably a fusor, and whatever kind of cool military hardware they got buried underneath the ground, that's part of the interstate highway system. I don't need to be too curious. I mean, I'm sure it's cool. They might have one of them boring machines, and whatever they got, I mean, they got it. Here's another truck. What's that? Ooh. There goes a backhoe. It's industrious. They're busy. They're cleaning things up in ways that doesn't involve corpse-eating insects, which were apparently burrowed into the ground next to the greenhouse. Hi, sweetie, remember the peach pit? Okay, there was a whole bunch of beetles there that were spawning, and they were going to get out of hand. And I guess they were taken care of by somebody while I was gone. A whole bunch of stuff happened while I was in jail for 6 weeks, which is kind of the reason why I was more than happy to be prepared to go after being extracted from the crash site, so that they could do about their business without little Michael Kuzi poking his nose into the rocks and saying, hey, is that a big gold vein, or is that King Kong? Well, or I can make some stupid jokes sometimes, like I am right now. It's a little cold. I'm a little amazed at how wonderfully this is all working out, because everything that I imagined would have to be done when I got here, and I found that this was the trap house of 3 Mile Island times Chernobyl's Elephant Dick. Oh wow, look at all that stuff that would go wrong if I just suddenly started breaking down the old beat up trailer with the crowbar. Oh my god, it was designed to be a death trap for anybody dumb enough to try and do all this themselves. Or somebody who was thinking, oh, I gotta dispose of this body that's covered in meth residue. I'll just throw it into the creek. Or like anybody who's stupid enough to do that without knowing that they're doing it on a military base. Did I mention I live on a clandestine military base? I am. It's nice. It's my residence, although it's not really the best place to sleep for 3 or 4 years. I'm probably going to change it to a occasional field work site where I pop by to talk to the spirits gently, and then hopefully infrequently, while real men who know how to do real things on real tours of duty, to run the clock 24/7. I mean, it's not like I can take care of this land. I'm a temporary resident at best, and the idea that any of this is mine, that's determined by certain legal contracts that, by God and by love, I respect. I live here at the pleasure of the president of me, since it's all the Department of Interior's aegis that holds the stuff in trust for the American people and the treaties that are binded together between everybody. I barely know anything about them, and I only know that they exist for sure because I sometimes have prophetic dreams of crying Indians weeping over the rocks and the willows that don't make any sense to me at the time, and I rapidly forget, but occasionally spring to mind when needs be. It's not quite like being Patricia Arquette in Medium, but that's only because I'm missing the bad teeth. And, well, she's much cuter than I am, I have to say. Long story short, if I were a wanted pedophile criminal trying to escape from the law, oh, I wouldn't be, because I got no car, no driver's license, and even though I went to jail and dropped the charges, those charges can be right back on. So I'm probably not going to be standing here banging meth in the sun, or trying to pull any fast ones, or getting out of here without doing it proper. And by getting out of here, I mean, well, I still can't shower here, or sleep, or cook food, or learn to cook anything, or bring home chemistry lab textbooks and experiment with my microwave, as some have been inclined to do. There's some conditions of the property that make it so that you can play with Plastic Man dolls and have them turn into Raggedy Andy for Punch and Judy hour with Bride of Chucky playing Valentine's Day Massacre, if you want, although I don't know what kind of payment you got to pay to the Satanist Guild. Speaking of Satanist Guild, hi Temple Lisette, you guys are under there, aren't you? Are you? I don't know, they don't really talk back to me, but I've been, not exactly approached, but I've been interacting with a few hardcore Satanists who have been around this whole part of the country for generations, and they got a long and storied culture of not making themselves real apparent, but when you see a working class Satanist and he's polite to you, it generally means he's signing you up for sizing you up. And I just temporarily say politely, no thank you behind me. I don't need to get involved in that direction. I mean, I respect people who go that route, but personally I like to remain neutral, since I have no interest in becoming any kind of a Dark Lord Sith captain, in spite of the compelling and charming offers that are made to me. Hey, come the dark way, Paladin. Well, no, I'm kind of avoiding those kind of entanglements, and will continue to do so for as long as possible, since I don't want to drag myself into anything I've never ever wanted to be part of. While some people who have found themselves doing that unwittingly have made guest starring appearances on the reverse love boat. It's weird. Shout out to David Rubini. Best Rubini. Hi David. Hi. I love your playground, your sandbox, and all this stuff. This was going to be Art Bell's retirement zone, wasn't it? Or was it? Oh, he said shut up. Okay, that's fine. What do you mean? David? No, David. David, I am not speaking for Aaron, and I am not under any threat of any kind of injunction. David, you can't even call me. Really? What would your wife say? Do you remember when you used to call me and leaving those voicemails? You don't remember. Dude, I'll put those voicemails up. One at a time. Maybe. We'll see. Depends. Let me ask your mother. Well, that's right. You don't know who she is. Now, I don't need to worry you, sir. You're in Texas. Just because you can get here by underground maglev train in, I don't know, what is it, 15 minutes? Oh, he says 10. Well, that was maybe when you were younger. I don't know who's going to worry about that kind of thing. I don't have my passports. And then all these guys are all legit. Like, they're maybe not listening to me. I hope I don't sound too stupid. I'm a little shy. I'm surrounded by world-class working military duty guys who just do not take any shit. And I feel like the kid getting to sit in the cockpit of the 747 with a case of the farts. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do other than, hey, I didn't mean to start any trouble. Thanks for not killing me. They know, and they don't feel too great about the mistakes that were made. But I think my interior child feels that every minute that I stand here looking like Rain Man, they kind of want to piss on my face just to get rid of me, because they want to do things that don't involve making sure that Dumbo doesn't get his magic feather or anything. And then, of course, it has to be considered that this is all an act, and I'm just an embedded droid robot who's waiting for an activation symbol to start messing around once he figures out where things are. Like, I'm walking back and forth near the new culvert, which is black and juts out of the... It's done right, and I'm not going to crawl inside and look for the gate. There's a gate inside, of course there is. And there's no reason for me to go in there. Never. Unless somebody who's a Navy military officer gives me a frogman suit and says, "Come with me, we gotta go in." And even then, I'd be demanding a hug first. I just can't see myself following any kind of breadcrumb trail anywhere unless... Well, free hugs and candy. I'm going to push for a good deal here. And the places that are not part of the Michael Kuzi Special Needs Trust are surrounding me like the fields of Mordor. I mean, I'm not going to go anywhere unless I'm called to go on a walkabout with a little bit warmer weather and less mushrooms on my toes and a reason to go spirit chasing. I mean, I'm not prepared to know what kind of things might be called upon for me to do here, but definitely not what was before, which was stand there and be sacrificed to Dark Lord Satan so they could magnify the alchemical power of the transformative earth that is all over the land here. It's like, this land is rich with Zohar. Let us build camp here. This is exactly the kind of place where that was happening. And it's a real honor and privilege to just be able to see that this kind of place exists and how it works, and that it works at all when men who have permission and knowledge just roll out and start doing weird things. And like when Lost, when Jacob's brother, the man in black who turns into a smoke monster, he starts talking about, we've been doing experiments with the water and the light, and he starts getting all excited talking about how cool it is. And yeah, that's alchemy. There's all kinds of little machines that get made with fish ladders and bones and rocks and know-how, best how. This stuff has been done for thousands, if not millennia of years, by dudes who have been guys who sit around talking about wacky shit for days on end while getting high on local bugs and flora, and then suddenly going eureka and making golden apples and stuff. Those myths have a role in education and a place in history that's real. I'm on one of those places that's a nexus between worlds. Temporarily. I don't know exactly how. Nexusy, whatever. It's like Fallout without the out. And it is my belief that the evil sex cult that stands out head and shoulders, tall poppy-wise, in the Castle Rock land area of a land of many evil sex cults, whatever's got the most amount of strikes is going to be dealt with, and is being dealt with gently, respectfully, reprobatively, and recompensatorily, because these guys have really done a number on my whole fucking thing. I don't know how to go after any of them for anything besides, hey, excuse me, I'm going to walk out of town without getting tarred and feathered. Can I have my lunchbox back? That's not going to go very well if I just walk up to Bully Central and try to get out with any pudding being thrown. But there's a federal way of doing it that's been done before and is prepared to be unrolled in a gentle fashion. I don't plan on getting in the way of it or getting out to hurry it along or dragging my feet. Or running off in a panic daze. I mean, I would like to run for the hills. Run for my life. But number one, I don't know where to go. Number two, I'm hackneyed. Number three, I'm tired of being in a hurry. It hasn't gotten me anywhere. And I'm not in one. So, maintaining my balance point and watching all the probably not too polluted brown water and stuff, and the interesting ways and configuration that all these little things are in. I'm not going to be digging anything up, but I can definitely stand and watch as the cars go by. Since, well, they know now I'm an American that's not going to ask too many questions, and they probably won't mistake me for Bigfoot, although I do have a hairy Bigfoot suit inside the house. If I wanted to pretend to be Bigfoot and jump around the hills, I would wonder why the fuck I was possessed by Bruce Wayne on mushrooms, but I don't think I'm going to be doing that. I also don't think I'm going to be inviting too many people over for an Easter egg hunt, since, well, that's what they're doing now. And I also don't think that a Navy SEAL cook, first class, removed from the galley and cursed to work in the salt mines of Jefferson, are going to come down here and show anybody the patches through that he made through his wiring. Mostly because he probably did it with full awareness of what was going to be doing, as well as the cooperation of his buddies. The family that I'm sort of tangentially attached to, I mean, they know me and they've known me for a while, and the whole time they kind of figured that I had no idea that I was getting set up to be picked off. But no, I did know that, actually. And then it wasn't exactly supposed to be this way, but thankfully it wasn't the way where I end up in Sing Sing while she plays ping pong and dead walking Mazatlan. I think a number of people who are in charge of such things. Hi, girls. The Council of Jackalope Hunters. They're deciding in their little twat council, which they have every day with Danish. They're deciding what to do with me. They like to imagine fantasy football teams that involve me being the football and deciding what they're going to do with my hot bod in their dreams, and then deciding what's really going to happen. So far, they're at the stage of respond to my gobbledygook with their own fluidity gibbet and don't bother thinking they're going to make anything like that happen at all, and realize that it'll just be what it is. I mean, I'm not trying to make any pushy demands other than and I won't be getting those back today. That's a medium-term goal. These things have to be done carefully and coordinatedly after certain monies have been liquidated and made available for use in a way that's appropriate for the soon-to-be published in stone narrative of events and tabulated costs involving, hey, how much of this money is mine and how much of this money is hers and how much of my life is going to be recompensed by fat sacks of burnished pennies. Like, I have no idea who's going to decide that, other than basically not me, and my input will probably be at the level of a 7-year-old asking what color he wants of candles on his birthday cake, since I feel born again and just as stupid as having done it yesterday. I'm kind of shell-shocked still from all the things I've seen, and the idea that I've really moved to the next phase of relaxation where I'm like Boxy on Battlestar Galactica, and I'm the orphan with the robot dog, except I don't have a dog. I have cigarettes instead. And they're gonna be like giving me cookies and milk in the form of commissary coupons come out of the back end of the company store. Like, I don't expect too much of a jackpot. Fuck. My life has been enough in terms of I still have it. And I believe I'll keep my freedom, since I don't think I'm going to be starting to join in any abuse cycle parties, in spite of the minor opportunities to be done so. I'm just not down with abuse. I don't like to break the rules and be outlaw and do what I want and live off the land and move from town to town like Bruce Banner. Like, no, fuck that. For one thing, I don't help out. For another, not that kind of doctor. For a third, that's been done before. People are doing it now, and I'm not equipped for that life. And if I wanted to be a hobo, I'd just might as well eat pavement. Kind of depends on where I'm going to go. I don't want to know. I want to rest. And to that end, I'm probably going to stop thinking about what they're doing here, since I know they're doing it, and be grateful that I can rest and probably not breathe in too much pixie dust and wake up and still not have a truck and still have one pair of shoes and no pants and a basic desire to walk out of town and hitch a ride on the interstate and get the heck out. Probably not my parents' ashes under one arm, since I actually have stuff and did have stuff and it went somewhere. Well, maybe it'll be a refugee camp. I don't really know how they do it, but I know that they do it somehow. The likelihood of being carried out on the back of a elephant with a mammoth, or in one of them pall-bearing things, I just can't even imagine it. But whoever does imagine me going anywhere, they're already thinking about it strongly. I'm grateful for my life, and this has been one of the proudest and grandest honors of all of it, being able to see this happen without having to have a lobotomy or a debriefer to the hot lights or a body identification session, since this could have gone really badly for a lot more people than it did. And it didn't do too badly for me. Not too badly, but too badly. At least I don't have to fucking crawl out of darkest Africa to get to my fucking sandbox. Most likely they'll find a lovely detox center that's covered by insurance that isn't Western State Hospital, because I don't really need detox so much as I need to reunite with, I don't know. Hi, sweetie. I don't know who Sweetie is anymore. Although I really kind of have to say that I really never did. But the people who are left here behind are they're more interested in themselves than me, given that they're all narcissists, covert and otherwise, and their interests and mine barely coincide in that. Some of them are going to be here for a little while. They're going to be sitting for a few months, if not years, doing their penance, which won't be too bad for them. I've made the best effort I can to not be too harsh on people who are former batshit crazy reprobate lunatics who are held under thrall by drugs and their own base craven desires to be servants of Dark Lord Satan and his cronies. Hail. I can't really blame them. That's a trap that people could fall into. And to create a gentle, sloping Jacob's climb to get out of hell, rather than an insurmountable hole like that movie Batman. It's a lot like that one. I don't think they want this place to be a potential training ground for baby raping lunatics to power themselves up into beast mode on their way out the door. That's not really what I had in mind. And neither did they, since the general idea is for the place to be a Escape from New York type of scenario that doesn't have the president's daughter in it. Or if it does, she's recyclable. Currently there's no womanly touch here, other than a raging hag that has a deep-seated aggression towards men and doesn't really want to see me do anything besides hard backbreaking labor that wastes my time and burns my energy on getting her out with all the goodies, which has happened before and will probably happen this time, although I'm one of the goodies. I don't think that she's going to be the resident hag that's going to be a bound to the land chattel maid serving the land as a chambermaid for too much longer, but she sure is afraid of getting that stuck for an eternal sentence. And whether she's do that or not, I don't believe so. I don't know who might be doing that in the future, but certainly not I. And that's because I'm not going to be breaking rocks and sweating bullets while digging ditches. They got machines for that, and this installation being what it is, the guys who do that kind of work actually know how to do it, and they're not going to be prison labor, unless they are. And I'm not guilty. I'm not doing anything wrong here. I'm not here to get access to stuff I shouldn't have, and I didn't think that I was gonna. I thought that I was coming here to help my helpmate, as she helps me, remove ourselves from a wickedly complicated quagmire of space pirate trafficking, human slave gang chains of intense emotional labor creating loosh for a interstellar empire of galactic proportions, made as a machine to extract human suffering, like the juice running down the leg. Like it used to be vile. It's still quite capable of generating a lot of evil stuff, and to some extent that's going to stay that way, since this is the land of the six rivers, God's country, and Satan's under territory. There's a bunch of subterranean caves and networks, and that's all none of my concern. Those are being watched over by whatever kind of denizens of the dark world that do that kind of thing. And being a planeswalker who travels the lands of the dead and hangs by his heels in the belfry a day, that's somebody else's dig. I'm probably not going to be doing that, since I didn't really want to be the paladin who guards the grail for 300 years and sits around commenting on people's choices. I've just noticed that mine have already been pretty wise, as I've been guided by the divine to make sure Sweetie doesn't get sent to Orion to be a green slave girl too early. I want to make sure she's ripe. And a lot of the people surrounding the installation, I mean, it's a whole intentional community of people who are here for various reasons. And since I'm not a lifer who needs to be watched for growing horns, maybe I'll be able to walk around and have tea with neighbors once in a while, although I'm sure they all have their own special needs here. It's forward base on a hostile foreign world, kind of like a base on Luna, except with trees. It's really nice. It's beautiful. It needs to be protected and taken care of in a way that is beneficial and sustainable, with permaculture rather than permafrost and cold horror. Cold Comfort Farm, that was a great movie. Oh, she gets this inheritance and she goes out there to live on a farm, and it's like a morgue. It's a good movie. I'm kind of rambling right now. I'm sorry about that. I'm really just taken aback by the beauty of the forest coming back to life out of the forest of moss and decay, and just it's just got a. It's not an evil moss. It's not like the Legend of Geordie Verrill, where it all comes up with a whole bunch of creepy green stuff and turns it into marshy. Bleh. It's like Disneyland in camo. Yeah, it's really nice here, if you like that kind of thing, which it turns out I do. And not just because it's the last place I saw Grapefruit doing things, but also because she's still doing things here. I mean, she's out of sight, but not out of mind, and she's probably watching me right now and listening. Closer to TV or something. I have no idea where or what or how 32 altars and 16 bodies take turns on duty shifts, but it's kind of the only way it could be. And however many of them like me anymore, well, I'm pretty sure there's at least one. Since I like me, maybe they can clone me and turn me into Tom Cruise and put me to work breaking rocks and mowing lawns. I'm not going to do that. When I was asked how I like physical labor, no, that's not. This isn't the playground for that. For me, it's going to be somebody who really likes precious metals and stones. And since I don't want to become that much of an alchemist, looking for rocks and mushrooms is going to be something that I don't need to spend a whole lot of time focusing on. Mostly because, well, it's all muddy and there's no place to bathe, and I don't want to become a smelly hermit digging around in the forest for grubs. We already have one of those. Two of them, actually. They seem to like it. And I didn't want to become another forest Nosferatu. I thought I would probably hug a tree rather than become one. It really depends on what the community decides would be best for my starseed power to be done with on my way out, since I can't quite stay here for an extended period of time, since there's no reason to. And I think they may well need to take down the house and put up a new one. I was thinking the geodesic dome with a treetop village connected by rope swings, but I'm not sure how strong these trees are, other than, well, they look strong, so I'm sure there's a way to revitalize them. But the person who had the access to the psychic book of blueprint wisdom from the botany compendium. They have an oral tradition of history, and they share it from person to person like it's a mental hologram tesseract thing that they pass from person to person. It's very fantasy game like you walk up to the Deckard Cain guy, stay a while and listen while I download holographic entities into your brain that give you information about the plants and the animals and stuff. It's very ridiculously sounding, but that's kind of what they do. They don't do it in front of me. I'm not the plant guy. I'm not the mushroom guy. I guess it's a secret what I do. Sea Crypt. There's another place like this up by Seamount, and then that's in much better shape than this one. Technically, all the places that curse the surface of the earth are military installations, but this one's being healed. Complete healing is our birthright, and I bet there's a whole bunch of dead bodies right here. Yeah, they've been using it for. It's like the poltergeist house where they moved the tombstones and left the bodies. How could you leave the bodies? Well, let me tell you, those can be pretty hard to get rid of. And where would you take them? Here, said the citizen. I guess there's a plan. There must be, and I trust it. So I'm not poking my nose around. They don't belong here. Strictly speaking, I never did, but I was happy to take the opportunity to find a way to do what I was being led to do in a way that didn't kill us all. And I guess somebody who wanted to get away ended up not. For my own part, I could probably go back to the house that they built on top of the place where I grew up and knock on the door and say anything that wouldn't make sense, and then I wouldn't want to do that the wrong way. Or while having mushrooms crawling out of my toenails. Or maybe I would. I'll know in the morning when I come out of my dream state, and then fuck it, I'm just gonna go back to bed. I love you all. Hey, Bell Gab, nice try, by the way. Thanks for showing the swamp pattern of gas on the rotten yellow brick road that leads to. There's a whole bunch of gold in the ground. It's cool. That's not for me, and it's getting to be cleansed by people who are probably not selling out of the country. And if they are, well, I guess we know what happens. That wasn't me. I didn't do nothing besides observe people doing odd things to each other. I think there's a place in my future for walking back and forth from faction house to faction house and being polite, having tea and proper biscuits. Oh, I miss you, sweetie. I'm sorry. Oh, she's crying. When I listen to myself talk today, I sound like a rambling idiot. But the things that I'm not saying that give me pause in my speech are somebody else knows exactly what I'm talking about, and she's grateful. Grapefruit. I love you. Goodbye.
Hello, Michael. This is Allison. Please call me back. I love you. Bye.
It's Chris. I like that voicemail. I love the siren behind you. That's great. Anyway, just want to leave you a message saying I just read your text. I'm in better shape today. Actually, I'm just waking up after taking another nap because, yes, it is sketchy here. Russell, who was next door, moved out. He was good. But they have a few other people in. Of course, last night I had to get the couple screwing until 3 a.m. So it's a little hard to sleep with all that noise next door. Anyway, read what you said. Yeah, I agree. Sounds interesting. Yeah, this place is sketchy. But I'm going to get going. I got to get down to a Christmas Eve dinner I've been invited to down in South Bend. So I wish you a happy holiday season. Merry Christmas. I don't know if you're still here or Holiday Inn or where you're at, but or within the region or at the house you told me about. But hope you are hanging out with some friends for Christmas and things are going good. You're welcome to come over here and visit. I'm thinking about doing something tomorrow night because I get the feeling a few people didn't have any Christmas thing to do. So I want to kind of do something for them, I guess. I'll find out today before I go.
I love this guy.
Anyway, call me back at some point here. I got to get showered and get going. I'm just waking up from the nap, so I'll talk with you a little later. Take care. Bye.
Oh my God, what a smooth operator.
I don't have an emergency. I just love you. Bye.
Oh, she's so cute. I love her. Listen to her. She's using 2 phones. Oh my gosh.
I love you. I love you. I love you. It's 11:11 and I love you. I love you exactly how I love you every other minute of the day. This one just seems a bit more magical to me because I love those 11. Love you.
That's a fake alley. I love that one too. Mostly. Copyright Magic Castle LLC.
Hey, Keith Rollins, David Rubini. Oh, fuck, I dealt with them. Bart.
Hi, Keith.
Jackrabbit. Jackrabbit. It's Tammy. Jackrabbit. What are you doing, motherfucker? Cheating on me? Allison told me you were cheating on me. What are you doing? Do you have your flashlight out? Move it up. Light it on. I know you have 4 or 5 of them with mold. Koozie. Call me back. I'm in the mood for a melody. I'm in the mood for a melody.
Oh, I'm on it.
Oh, my medical emergency. I really need to talk to you. Jackstar, please. Please, I hear you. Please. Kiss on your forehead and a great big hug if you do. Okay?
I need some Jackstar in my life. This is Shay P. Please call back at this number. Thank you. Hello, brother. You asked me a question somehow on the phone, and your phone probably died because I know you wouldn't have hung up on me. You said, was it Chevette? I've never used any other name than Kaiser Pulsai Chef or Sword Point 9 because those are names that I earned.
Listen to him sell it.
And one's a joke, the other one was my call sign.
I love you, brother.
So, just letting you know, hopefully you hear this. But we were having an awesome, fun conversation.
For real.
So I know you didn't hang up on me.
Yeah, let's do it again anytime.
All right, love
man.
you, brother.
I love you too.
Bye-bye.
Fuck that guy. That guy is a fucking hero. For real. Absolutely.
Asuka, give me a call back. When I call, you answer the fucking phone. Got it? Click. Get it together, Twinkle Toes. Yeah, this is Jerry Lewis again. So, anyways, I will call back at the top of the hour. My objective was to find out what the email said, try to work on a resolution that's fair for everybody. And I was going to pull down that negative post, and I was hoping that I could ask you to do a few things that would be advantageous for all parties. So that's kind of where it's at. If I overtalked, if I bored you, if I made you emotional, if you're somebody that cannot receive true transparency, honesty, and compliments, I get it. So I will try to make my
oh my God,
conversation a little bit less off-putting. So I don't know where you're coming from, but hopefully you're still alive and you're quite all right.
Ladies and gentlemen, boom boom, David Rubini. Thank you very much.
My emergency is that my heart stops every time I look at you because you're so hot. I love you.
Michael, this is Shane. Quit texting me.
Man, you are a big pussy. I will say that on the record. But with that, we need my team, every single David Rubini mention, for sure. Then word Rubini, David Rubini, and then of course anything alluding to him that you can think of. In the Azure forum, we're going after him hard. Texas man. And dude, those are the three heavy ones. Michael Deacon's been added to the list. He's a real cocksucker. And all the anti-Semites. So anything David Rubini, I would recommend you tell Texas man to take that stuff down. Anything alluding to David Rubini needs to be taken down. So go through his website, through the Asuka website, anything Facebook, any of your social media. No more negative David Rubini at all. Moving forward or anything from the past. Nothing. Anything will be found and it will not be good for you. Or her, Allison Shaw. Or Texas man. Or Michael Deacon. You fucking asshole. Fuck you.
Okay, I guess I'll have to take this down.
Take down, everybody wants into the crowded line. Break down, take down, you busted. Take down, break down, take down, everybody wants into the crowded line. Break down, take down, you busted. Shake down, break down, hurry, just about the time you think that it's alright. Break down, take down, you busted. No matter what you think you pull, you'll find it's not enough. No matter who you think you know, you won't get through. It's a given in LA law. Someone Shake down, break down, take down. Everybody wants into the crowded line. Break down, take down. You busted. Shake down, break down, take down. Everybody wants into the crowded line. Break down, take down. You busted. Shake down, break down. Hurry, just about the time you think that it's alright. Break down, take down. You busted. Shake down, break down. Hurry, just about the time you think that it's alright. Break down, take down. You busted. Shake down, break down, take down. Everybody wants into the crowded line. Break down, take down. You busted. Let down your guard, honey. Just about the time you're thinking it's alright. Break down, take down. You busted. Shake down, break down, take down. Everybody wants into the crowded line. Break down, take down. You busted. Shake down, break down. Hurry, just about the time you think that it's alright. Break down, take down. You busted. Shake down, break down, take down. Everybody wants into the crowded line. Break down, take down. You busted. Let down your guard, honey. Just about the time you're thinking it's alright. Break down, take down. You busted. Shake down, break down, take down. Everybody wants into the crowded line. Break down, take down. You busted.
Come on, sound like some Thriller. There's so much going on this. I got hip hop break dancers here. I got Plant coming back, and then the bass line. I'm gonna be playing my bass with this one. I got a lot going on in my brain here. I'm mesmerized that he has break dancing in
That's
his video.
insane.
So this is like early, probably like 84, 83,
I don't
84,
know.
85.
I don't know if we told y'all, but
And
we
that's-
were in a break dance group. We were
used
called
to
the Mighty
We
Four.
used to perform rap in the city, but
And he must have been in L.A. at this time because they were doing that L.A.
No, man.
It wasn't breakdancing. It was like
yeah,
popping.
that was more pop locking.
Yeah.
That wasn't breakdancing.
So it had to
You're
be in
right.
L.A. But
because it looked like Ozone and his homies was right there.
I'm just tripping that he has this in his video because this song isn't even a type
82.
Yeah. This ain't even the type of music we used to pop to or break.
But it's in there. It got him.
Robert Plant was like,
I want to be a part of that.
He's like, I got to keep current. That's going to keep me current. This is what's hot right now.
He said, I want a piece of that.
I'm not mad at that. I'm not
love
mad
it.
at that. I'm not mad at that.
It was locking. Yeah, because they wasn't.
Oh, that was L.A.
Those brothers wasn't from New York.
Chuck's on too.
Yeah, they weren't from New York.
L.A. they wearing the other stuff.
Yeah,
Pumas and.
Wait to play it out. That's that old plant coming sneaking out of there.
That's the only thing. That's my only qualm about the song is he never gave us that.
It was coming though. Did you hear him?
He gave us the ad libs at the end.
That was him.
We never got that energy from him. He was fitting into that 80s.
Yeah,
stuff.
he did what
he was pretty much like when you dip your toe in the water to see how cold it is.
Yeah, that's what he was.
That's what he was doing. This
Yeah,
whole video.
But that last 5 seconds, he finally jumped in the pool.
I was waiting on it. Like I want to hear the baby.
It was coming. They faded out too soon.
But yeah, like I said, he was tapped into the 80s. He was looking at stuff.
That was dope.
He had the girl dressed like Madonna in there. He had the poppers, the break dancers. He had the crazy keyboard sound.
The bass is what got me.
He jumped. He was dabbling with them 80s like he.
What a groove, man.
I want to hear some more of his solo because I know he got some energy songs on there.
That was energetic for me.
That was laid back to me.
Well, he'll be in Paso Robles.
He's still performing.
Are you ready to go?
He's still
I gotta
performing?
see that one. March 14th.
Wow. Solo, or is he bringing the boys?
That says Robert Plant
by himself.
Event ticket.
So he probably got someone else in the band playing that
Brothers,
stuff.
that was he does his own stuff now, man.
Yeah, I'm sure he does.
I
They still sounded
enjoyed
good.
it.
The record, it was okay.
Yeah.
It was okay. It was
That
okay.
bass line had me.
It was okay. I enjoyed the video more so than the song.
That's what really got
I
me.
really liked the
going.
video, but yeah.
I enjoyed it.
It was okay. It wasn't bad. It was,
Nah,
it was okay.
it wasn't.
I was just waiting for him to
I
cut
thought
loose.
it was going to be bad.
Okay. I was waiting for him to cut loose.
He's pleasantly surprised me.
It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad.
Hi, this is Jack. I'm a star. I couldn't leave you hanging with that because there's stuff going on the internet, and I want you to listen to it.
Would you know it? Would you blow it? If I had a dick. Would you know it? If I had a dick. Would you blow it? Would you hear me? See me? Believe me? Would you ever fucking leave me?
All the
Hi
time.
guys. Hi everybody.
And here it is.
It's a little weird. I'm not gonna lie.
again. But the good news collective
They've got-
is the fact that
They've got camera
there
footage
is
for outer
another
space.
person
It's nuts.
who has accidentally discovered years
Yeah.
of this
They
hidden
can go all the way
camera
back to
footage
birth using this time tunnel shit.
of you.
It's fucking nuts. They've got.
Virgo aspected in your chart.
It's my ascendant, and I have no planets in Virgo. So the thing about Virgos is that they're born perfect. Sign of the Virgin, perfection. Oh, here comes a spook. Cool. This usually happens when I start talking mad shit. And okay, so Virgos who are native born with native in the sun, they're perfect because they're made that way. And then somebody with an ascendant becomes Virgo over time. And hello, sir.
Are you Michael?
I am. Oh.
Gotta give you a paper.
Okay, that's fine. You're being recorded.
Okay.
Just to let you know. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You too, sir. Thank you. That's deputy. What do we got? Ooh. Superior Court of Washington. Oh. It's it's an extension of the restraining order. Thank you, sir. I need this. Okay. They can't trust the mail. He came up in a unmarked spook car. That's awesome. Life isn't always so exciting for Jack Star, but today it is. Extending order until hearing on my. So the order expired March 13th, and they're going to renew it. When's the hearing? Oh, cool. I got to go to court in 2 days, and then explain why I can be left alone with a woman who has to use a certain name for now, or something. Cool. Okay. Well, what a day. Oh yeah, so Virgo, they're born perfect. I've had to learn to become that way with the help and grace of a just and merciful loving God.
Get with the program, and the program here, Collective, is the fact that your neighborhood, it is full of undercover agents.
Yeah.
And again, none of these comics, they don't believe it.
I was just talking to him. Hi everybody. Yeah, I know you're all made. Don't worry about it.
If you are telling these people you're going down, you are under investigation, they laugh at you. They think that you are a joke, that you don't know what you're talking about. But as it turns out, Collective, you are right on the money.
Most of them are going to be fine.
Who has taken an insurance policy out on you. Yep. Whoever you are, Collective, there is just something about you, something about the way that you unconditionally love other people. It tends to cause insanity, and it's not your fault. It's nothing that you are doing wrong. It's like you are a deep, deep lover. Whenever you love someone, you really love them. You love them with every fiber of your being. And whenever you walk away, you know, if you have to walk away, for most of you, that's the case. You have had to walk away from so many people that you loved because they were bad for your general well-being. And it's like the moment that you walk away, the moment that you take your love and your energy with you, it causes people to legitimately lose their shit.
I miss them. Hi, sweeties.
And
that's why we ever
exactly what's going on here, Collective, with some sort of an ex-partner. Now, this ex-partner, they have repeatedly intercepted your mail again and again and again because they want to keep you stuck.
They're kind of trapped in a loop where they're doing their thing and they're undercover, and then when the trigger happens, they lose their shit, and then they have to go and trigger all these buttons. I shouldn't laugh because it's probably not very funny, and then nobody knows what to do about this, except actually they do. I just had a sheriff's deputy come and deliver me an order setting hearing on renewal and extending order until hearing. So I got a hearing March 19th, 8:30 a.m. I can hardly wait. Oh my God, I'm so excited.
It's officially broken.
We can renew
They have
that.
no one to blame but theirself. We are picking up on a mature man and a widow who are
Hi, Shakina Godbolt. No offense, lady, but I want my magic divination quarters back. I need my boots. I need my kilt. I need my backpack. I need my Altec Lansing Bluetooth speaker. It's got secret CIA technology in it. He lied, but whatever. I still want my shit. Yeah, there's a green Toyota Camry 2000, fucking beautiful car, and I traded it for a wheel, and then they went and fixed it because I barely ran into a tree, and then they're running around with my car. It's my car, and then whoever's driving it is somebody's guardian angel. I don't know who. Yeah, it's okay. So yeah, it is crime. It is crime, and then it has to be handled through the legal system because they're caught up, and just because they're angels, and just because I said I'd give them the car for a wheel. Well, there's insurance issues there because somebody used magic to get me to crash my car, which most of which isn't going to come out in open court, thank God. Well, technically it does, except they're angels and they can't actually own property. But that's neither here nor there.
but they are caught.
Hi, I'm Jackstar. I'm not to be trifled with.
Boom. They are caught in a big way. And as soon as they realize this, it's going to blow their minds. Collective, they are caught, and you are getting back everything that has been stolen from you.
Cool. So I guess I don't need to buy another car. That's nice.
You are about to get the keys to the streets, baby. You are about to get everything that you deserve. We are picking up on Port Lock, Alaska.
I was going to go to Alaska. Cool.
Or maybe just Alaska is relevant either way.
Sweet.
There's someone here who is blaming you for their breakup.
Yeah, I'll cop to that one. It's probably my fault.
And the reality is that you don't have anything to do with this. It's not your fault. It's not
Well, that's what she thinks.
your concern. It's not your issue. You are not the reason for anyone's breakup. We are picking up. No one can do it like you do. Collective, I say this all the time, but I say it because it's true.
That's because after I'm done in bed, I stay there. I don't get up and run around looking for more gack. A lot of Hungarians are actually like this, but I'm the one they picked. Okay, it's a little more complicated than that. Manipulation of the fundamental laws of reality at the submeson level is it's not really complicated, but okay, I'll stop talking now. I'm a terrorist. Actually, no, it's because I got to be a sorcerer, and I'm still doing it because it's a cool job, really. If you ever get to be a sorcerer, it'll be about 448 years from now, and you won't want to stop doing it either. Call me a bitch. Technically, you all do. I just pay attention to mine. I'm a terrorist. Technically, they're exposing themselves. Okay. Okay. I'm with them on that. Hi everybody. Hi everybody. I don't want to expose your nasty pedophile ring either, because it's not what people think, and then these things have to be handled delicately. Okay, so I'm not going to be running my yap about that, because the things that I know about certain things, they don't bear repeating. And it'd be a cold day in hell before I fucking lived to take a single breath if I said certain things. And I'm not planning on extorting money out of people in term. I mean, usually blackmail is what happens in these situations, or somebody takes a bribe to shut their mouth, or they sign a release or something. And then in this case, it doesn't matter. You couldn't pay me anything to talk shit about the pedophile ring, because Sweetie's got some friends who work there, basically.
And that could possibly be why we are picking up on a dirty official who has been stealing from an evidence room.
Oh, is that where the gack went? Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah. And of course, it would not be a reading without your copycat, without that wannabe who could never be. Collective, you are dealing with a very anxious copycat because...
Hang on. Did you hear the train? There's this guy who told me he got hit by a train. He didn't get hit by a train. He got shot in the foot. Hey, dude. You're probably going to be okay. I think last I heard you might have to do 18 months. If you do, I'll put money in your books. I'll probably play chess with your children. I don't really know, but I'm not gonna hit you with a train or shoot your other foot off. Okay, I promise. Love you, bro.
It always comes out. And then, wouldn't you know it, we are picking up on your mother. Your mother, who made a plan to slowly poison you with rat dope.
Right. Well, fortunately, I'm already immune to strychnine, along with iocane powder, and the amount of strychnine given to me has been very small. And plus, I'm hardly doing any gack, and I don't really want to do a lot of gack. I mean, I can, but I'm not really invited to those kind of parties right now. And she's done it before. Yeah, I bet she has. I love this woman.
If you are speaking up publicly, you need to keep going. You have an anointed throat chakra. Whenever you speak truth, you automatically free other people. And that is what you have done here, especially for someone in particular. And then we are picking up, don't burn a bridge with me, and then expect for me to send a boat. There's someone here from your past, and I feel like it is this ex collective. They joined in with this attack against you. But it's like now they have woken up. They have woken up to the truth. They understand that they were lied to. They were tricked and duped just like everyone else. And possibly these people who they teamed up with against you, now those same people have turned on them. That's what happens. This person could be making a plan to drop unrequited love for actual and true love with you. Now I say this is their plan. This doesn't have anything to do with you. I mean, you might be hearing from this.
Okay, so right where I can't really say, but it's going to work out. But you know how girls are. They gotta get their shoes just right. They gotta get their accessories, their accoutrement, their décolletage had to be just so. I have it on good authority that this is going to work out. So if you're out there, sweetie, in 32 different altars, occupying 16 different bodies across the globe, working the problem for various clandestine organizations, that's good. That's what you're supposed to do. And then that's her. Hang on.
Intentionally betrayed you.
Well, you wouldn't regret listening to your mother lately if you had done it in the first place. Okay? That's your mother. You honor your mother, even if she is immortal in a high satanic coven matriarch.
This is more like,
you know how the mother-in-law and the spouse of her daughter don't get along sometime? Like Agnes Moorehead. I got that going on. I think I'm a curse that she can wear well. No, I just use gack. Well, and weed and dolphin poontang and craft cider and cigarettes and no cocaine. So that's cool, right? Semper Fi. I'm not helping things here, am I? I should probably be quiet.
The whole family's affair up in this, huh? Yeah, this person is a pathological liar.
Don't be mean.
They tell one lie after another, after another, after another. They would not know how to tell the truth if their life depended.
Pathological lying is a thing that happens to MK active agents when they get abused and left in the field way too long, and then they have to call for help. And then they call for help in an interesting way. They steal stuff. And they run away going, hee hee, come catch me. And that usually works. And in this particular circumstance, it worked great to drive her off into the sunset with a pack of cartel operatives nipping at her heels. Scusi, me lo regretti.
No fault of your own, you've not done anything wrong.
Sibling rivalry isn't any better when people are clandestine, no.
It's like someone tried to frame you for a crime that they committed against you. Come on.
She's probably going to get a pardon for that one. I'm not really sure.
And it has something to do with this false power of attorney. This false power of attorney, for certain, they are going to prison. I pick up on it all the time.
Yeah, somebody's going to have to go for something because of reasons, and then I don't know who's going to be on the hook for that. I think I know, and then he's a hero, so he's probably not going to get shanked, at least not on the first day. She has no idea that I'm going to share, and it really, in her case, it's not really the having, it's the getting. And then it was, her stretch goal to make sure that I was penniless. And yeah, I plan on carrying only $100 bills. Sweetie, hi, I know you're mad. There's nothing wrong with what you did. You're probably going to be fine. Just watch that weight and keep that firm body. Yeah, I know that guy. Hi, dude. He can't control my heart. which I guess is a lesson he's finally learned. Like he could have me rendition in black bag to Diego Garcia, and he could rape me for hours in a kill room. He could, and then he could kill me and bring me back to life. I think it's amazing what they can do in these kill rooms. But nothing can make me want him to, except me. So that's a lesson that he's learning. I already know. So, hi. Yeah, I don't love my family because they're the Texas Chainsaw Massacre part infinity, but it doesn't hurt. Like I know they're special. The struggle continues.
For you. They know that you are innocent and that you do not deserve what is happening to you.
Cool.
Praise God.
Hope I know who that
They're
is.
gonna have your back against all of these ops and flying monkeys.
I'm not afraid of them. I'm afraid of what they can do. So, to that end, I'm planning on taking care of my matters, such as they are remaining, with all due attention to detail. This is endgame. This is final round. This is bonus round. I don't want to get boned. I don't fear them. They're cute. Hi everybody. My ops are the cutest ops, but they're still opposing, and that has to be done and handled respectfully, especially with all this shit that, like, there's a lot of things, there's a lot of stuff going on, and there's a lot of people's lives on the line. So I was already going to do my best, so I'll pray really hard, okay? Jackstar doesn't play. Okay, I know who that is. Hi. I'm not mad at you, and we can reset the board for later on. I'll give you. I don't know. I'll give you points on the rematch, and I don't mind you saying. I don't mind you calling her gorgeous, because she is. I was just curious why it was such a big deal that you could and then I couldn't have somebody doing that, and then anyway, that's all taken care of, and I'll be happy to talk to you later about it. I'm sorry that I embarrassed you. I really am. Thanks.
That help is officially on the way to you. It's coming.
Once again, I just got delivered court papers by a sheriff's deputy in a undercover spook car, which was cool.
That is out for someone's arrest.
Remember how I said everybody's watching me on my porch when I take a shit off of it? Hi everybody. Hi. They're watching me right now do this. They're kind of taken aback. Hello, sir. Hi. I'll buy you beer later when you're allowed to drink. All right, send no money now, citizens. Just don't panic. Avoid panic buying. Just don't go off. Well, I guess some of these fight or flight responses, they really don't have a choice. But try and keep it together for. Give me 45 days before you start breaking up with anybody, because it's not like. Well, I mean, if you have to hold down your gorge to kiss her, I mean, that's different. But I'm not available.
At the bottom, getting this home back as well.
So I think that means I'm going to get my house back. I think. I'm not really sure how this is all going to work out. There's still a lot of details that people who are paid a lot of money to detail them out, we're going to figure them out. And then this turned out to be longer than I thought it was. Okay. Now back to your scheduled Shirley Manson Love Fest, already in progress. Love you, Shirley. Thank you, Siren.
She will most likely kill Jackstar in the morning.